Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the South Node conjunct Neptune in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, the South Node is associated with what we generally will strongly emphasize or accentuate in the first part of our lives mainly. And what happens is, when we hit around age 30 or so, it becomes kind of this monotonous thing, this redundant point in our charts. And we will divert often to the North Node. Well, not necessarily eradicating the South Node energy completely, but merely integrating it, at least somewhat, with the North Node. Now, Neptune is connected with dreams, illusion, delusion, deception. It's also associated with escapism. It's connected with dancing. Things, I guess we could say, the sea, our dreams, our ideals. Well, anyway, people, first thing I look at, if somebody has Neptune conjunct the South Node in their natal chart, this could indicate that perhaps the person has an overestimation, maybe, of perhaps their abilities. They might have some delusion maybe connected with this, or perhaps there might even be an underestimation. So in other words, there might be some form of deception going on with what their attributes are. They might at least maybe subconsciously limit themselves in certain ways, maybe because they have an underestimation of what whatever it is they're trying to do, perhaps, or emphasize strongly in the first part of their lives. And this could be something where we look at the South Node can be depleting at times, and that being said, perhaps this might be an aspect where perhaps the person's their dreams, their ideals might feel like maybe they're dissipated a little bit because of this or that confidence connected with them, maybe to some degree. This could be a person that might emphasize some things maybe associated with Neptune in the first part of their lives. Neptune is associated with photography, and we know dancing. So these are some possibilities. There might be some interest connected with that. Something where people work in special effects, since that's associated with illusion, like working as even a magician. Something in movies, working with holography. It just because that's connected with illusion as well. Might be this person might strongly use maybe their insight and intuition, perhaps without not consciously realizing it, and might incorporate this in what they're doing or emphasizing strongly early on in life. Also, of course, the house placement plays a role as well with this, you could say, this conjunction. I mean, if somebody has, say, this conjunction in the 7th house of relationships and partnerships, it could indicate perhaps that maybe this person might over-idealize maybe relationships, or at least one maybe at some point early on in this person's life. And maybe need to be careful that maybe these partners might be somewhat deceptive, or they might as I stated, about over idealism and connection with these. I guess you could say as far as the relationship might go, and need to be careful and make sure that they're seeing all the fine print, so to speak, in this. If you have a conjunction, say, in the 3rd house, this could indicate perhaps maybe delusion in connection with people that they communicate with very often, and be wary of perhaps bad advice from others that might lead them down maybe that toward some direction that might not necessarily be good for this person. So this is just some things to look at. Obviously, the house placement does play a role in these, as far as this conjunction would go. If we look at this aspect, if somebody has the South Node conjunct Neptune in their natal chart, they're going to have the North node in opposition to Neptune in their natal horoscope. So in the latter part of the person's life, obviously this placement is adversarial, and there might be some conflict, perhaps in connection with their dreams and ideals, maybe maybe conflicts with what that mission or that soul's purpose could be. So that's something to look at. As far as the second part of this person's life goes, it might indicate that maybe their dreams might be very unrealistic, and it might maybe preclude them to some degree, or at least provide maybe a distraction or a diversion or two in terms of maybe attaining what it is that's associated with their mission or their soul's purpose in that second part of the person's life. The conjunction with the South Node to Neptune could also indicate, in maybe some isolated cases, some escapist tactics, and be very wary about the people you come into contact with, and that because Neptune is also associated with drugs and alcohol, and just to be exceptionally wary that maybe try not to get involved with those people that might lead you down the wrong path, possibly in connection with this. And anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the South Node conjunct Neptune in a natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about the South Node sextile or trine Neptune in a natal horoscope. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.